Hey there, Michael André Ford, your American Angel Intuitive, but I'm not sure that title works anymore. I just help you connect to the universe. No barriers. That means no thinking stuff up here. You've already got it all the force from Star Wars, all the abilities, all the skills, mini miracles, miracles, cities, SIDDHI, that I think it's a Sanskrit Indian term. You have more potential. I'm going to sound like that Geico Pinocchio commercial. You have it all. You just don't think or know that you have it all when you're here. You can be happy now in this very moment for no reason whatsoever. Let's throw the hand grenade into the mix. You have the ability to seriously be happy right now for no reason, even though you got health issues, what happened with your cousin, the job thing, you name it. There's one problem. My situation is, my drama is, my crisis is, you don't understand my situation. That's the hard side of life for all of us. But I'm here to try to remind folks that you can have any answers to any questions. I don't see your questions. I don't see your answers. You can have any answers to any questions, all languages spoken, all dialects. You hear everything just the way you need to hear it with a little bit of humor too. And I have set an oven timer this way for 24 minutes. It's supposed to be a 20-minute talk. I don't think I've ever been able to do a 20-minute talk. When that oven timer goes off, I'm going to wrap it up, and this will be a short video, probably about 22 minutes. We'll see. But look, I'm the guy that kind of popped out of thinking, I'm going to say 14 years ago. It doesn't mean I don't do thinking every single day. I can overanalyze anything like anybody else. Welcome to being human. But I am a particularly like unbridled enthusiasm person, a lot of energy. I love helping folks kind of self-actualize, self-realize, get any answers to any questions, connect, but not just listening, full on seeing out your window. If you want to see an angel standing behind me, Audrey Hepburn, Archangel Michael, your guardian angel, my guardian angel, why not? I keep saying why not all the time. You should. Ask for a flower smell, a floral scent to come in. I'll light some sage real fast. I'll put you through the hoops, the motions. This is something that's yet to be embraced by the wellness, spirituality circles, industry, whatever, publishing. But you can full on see angels, Mary, Jesus, Muhammad, Zoroaster, light beings, and Arcturian, Pleiadian, Lemurians, Plato, Jesus, Muhammad, Sri Shirdi Sai Baba, Lakshmi, Ganesh, hundreds of figures. You can see full on Debbie Ford, your loved ones, Uncle Henry, whoever. Talk to angels first, make sure it's okay. You can reunite with pets. My only bit of rule or structure is set your intent. Ask angels to make it nice. Hey, angels, get me out of my head, into my heart. Help me smell some sage smoke that Mike just lighted. Lit. English. I'm technically channeling a little bit. I hold the space for you to tap what you've already got. Everything is love. Love's a constant. I know that's hard to believe if you're in a bind, a pinch, a pickle, but love is a complete constant all the time. As Big Mary said, open your eyes to find love, or open your eyes to see love. Good luck with that, especially if you have a cranky neighbor that you don't like. Okay, here's a little bit of sage smoke. Look at the smoke. Smell what you can smell. It doesn't matter that there's two screens and you're a world away and it's 5 years in the future. There's no time and space quite the way you know it through the brain. And mankind's going to learn that there are no limits in life sooner rather than later. There's more consciousness slipping in, more sparkle, more glow, more humor, less thinking. Thinking never mowed the lawn. You can think about mowing the lawn. You didn't mow the lawn. Think about giving your dog a hug. You didn't give your dog a hug. In fact, you can think about pretty much anything and you'll find out that you never did it. Thinking is just generally a waste of energy. I hate to break it to the scientific community or anybody who's adulting with 16 PhDs, but most of our thinking is, a waste of energy. It's up here. And as soon as you realize what this is about, some of your thinking does dip down to here, the creativity, imagination, and then you're part of love. And that's when stuff really happens. You get your book idea, you're passionate about something, you're laughing, you're smiling, you're joy, you're flowing. There's flowing and then there's unflow. There's love and there's unlove. There's timelessness and then there's time. There's limitlessness, and then guess what? Yep, you guessed it, limits. And that's all our knowledge is about as mankind. 99% of our currency we're transacting in up here is knowing to the preclusion of possibility. That's just not how the universe works. If you've ever noticed that where you put your focus is where your entire life goes, learn that, how you spend your energy is how you spend your energy, and what you know, Again, where you put your focus is where you put your focus, but it's like surfing. I do more surf videos and photographs in my social media because I love water. I think it's consciousness, it's alive. Where you point your body for surfing is where you tend to steer and go. Same thing with all of life itself. It's all bigger than we realize. It's all bigger than we think it is because this isn't about thinking. Right now, science is stuck. There's a post-materialist science, there's a materialist science. One's judging the other. It's all cool, but it's way bigger than science. Like the second 4,000 18-year-olds start listening to the universe, the sooner they could start getting any answers to any questions, kind of engage current science over here, astrobiology, biology, physics, chemistry, and then they can walk right through it and drop it like a mic. You can have any answers to any questions. The universe, universal knowing, love, how consciousness really flows, manifestation, whatever you want to call it, law of attraction. It's all way bigger than you think. You can start having conversation with your angels tonight. Just give yourself a break, and you have to do basic listening, basic feeling, and you might as well see them too. So I took photos of angels. There's a Joy, there's a Charlotte, archangels in light energy form, 4 triangles. That's Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, a guardian angel for me, but a guardian angel for 80,000 other people. Check out my show, August 30th, 2024. Dr. Karen Wyatt comes on. That's her guardian angel. That's the angel that stood in front of her bed as an 8, a 9, a 10, 11-year-old. She had a hallmark moment, literally wakes up, sees a golden white light angel, even though that's her. Min, like Minnesota, Lakota Sioux word for water, kind of Mother Hawaii, light waves of energy and water, very soft-spoken professor. So she wakes up as a kid and sees an angel and describes it in her August 30th, 2024 show, Angels, Positivity, and Love. You're probably watching the channel right now. Hit subscribe, like, do a couple of emojis. We've had almost 500,000 visitors, and they're so shy. I mean, we get comments, but put any comment down. I love the weather. Put 5 emojis. 5 words or more, I hear, helps it for the algorithm so other people can discover the channel. That'd be totally awesome. Thank you in advance. And tell me what you want to hear more about. Native American chiefs, India figures, galactic figures, Arcturians, Pleiadians, Lyrans, Andromedans, Orion, UFO stuff. Is it higher self, soul? You can see your soul out the window and more. Back to her story. From that encounter, she knew as a little kid she wanted to be a doctor. And here she is giving the interview as a retired doctor, having lived that portion of her life. And it is a doozy. What a great interview. And let's just say one of those 240 guests were booked all the way to June or July of 2025. One of the guests on the show got to run into their guardian angel on a beach, West Coast, East Coast, Argentina, Peru, it doesn't matter, and hang out with them in human form. You can run into angels in full-on human form. Why not? Think about this from an angel's perspective. They're pure unconditional love. They don't have to worry about paying the bills. They don't have to worry about saying the right thing. They speak all languages. They do all dialects. They know how to reach you with a vibration that turns into Japanese. And that one prefixture, that one dialect that is from that northern part of Mount Fuji area, whatever. And they do humor too. They'd have just to say something the right way. It's more important than all the languages in the world. You have such strict ways. You don't like sushi, but you do like Monday Night Football. You don't like Arizona, but you do like Illinois. You don't like snowshoeing, but you love downhill skiing and no cross country. They know how to navigate all your likes and dislikes to say something just the right way so it hits home. Bullseye, split the arrow that hit the bullseye, split both arrows that hit the bullseye. They could do it blindfolded at night. They could hit the bullseye every time and not even try. So they just are here to help their pure love. There's healing. You get a hug from an angel. One hug to me is worth 100 questions. You might value it differently, but you can ask, you know, some stuff's written that you have to go through. Other stuff is not. You can ask how many hugs to try to address a situation. Is it addressable? These are private conversations you have with angels. I don't see your questions or answers. And if you own it individually, you have a twin brother, twin sister, it doesn't have to be a relative. Frank over there does it individually. You're getting along with Frank. You can do it jointly, joint hearing, joint feeling, joint seeing. Who wouldn't want to do group seeing for angels, Native American chiefs, figures from India, Mary, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Seneca, Einstein, Plato, Marcus Aurelius, Socrates, Here's a Rebecca, one of my business managers, a fairy named Ginger. Plato. You see the old man's face. No hugs for him. They're sweaty. A fist pump works great. Archangel Michael, another way. These photos are all $3 on my website. Only a handful of people have ever grabbed those to put them on their phone. Keep it on your phone, though. Get Joy's photo at least, the pink ball of light. She's like love. She's a constant. She's cosmic. A lot of angels have been giving their origin stories. They're originally from Andromeda, Orion, here, there, or domestic on Earth. Audrey Hepburn's an angel you can meet. Her historical photo, you find it, you can get a wink, a smile, the eyebrow goes up. It's a great chance for you to meet your own ego. Your ego is going to be like, I didn't just see the eyebrow go up. I didn't see a wink. I didn't see a smile. Meet the part of you that says it isn't so. I'm not enough. It judges, it reacts, it operates in fear. All this is fear, stress, worry, reacting, resisting, rejecting, guilt, trauma, you name it. Knowing that precludes possibility. That's 99, 95, 90% of our human knowing is so here, one moment, gone tomorrow. Look at most scientific discoveries. They last 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 years, and then bam, another discovery. We don't know much, and science is sort of like looking at your feet and your toes only. You're not allowed to look up at all. Super limiting. And so having an open mind is worth $1 million every minute. Having an open mind allows you to openness. Let's use a Buddhist expression to then connect with the universe. Your heart is already there, connected to everything. Your loved ones passed over and here, artistic, athletic, music, cooking, singing, dancing, smiling, breathing. There's 100 million ways to get into your heart. Just relax, get out of thinking. Thinking something, anything, is the only thing that pulls you out of life itself, pulls you out of the sparkle, the joy, the positive force from Star Wars. When you think, you're like old man Scrooge. Not as bad as him. He was dental floss in the 79-page story or the movie, black and white or a cartoon from Disney. He's dental floss at the beginning of the story, but even that isn't the end of the story. He went through a 20-second dream time experience from our perspective that was like a lucid dream or interdimensional dream, and he got his butt kicked. But when he came back, he was the biggest joy bringer. He still did great business as a businessman, and his field went way out. He was outstanding in his field with his sunflowers. But as he walked down the street, you and I would want to say hi to him. We'd naturally gravitate to him. We'd probably want to tell him our life stories and data dump or life story drama-rama dump on him because he's so lit up like a Roman candle that we need to feel better. We naturally gravitate to those who are lighthearted and sparkly and then dump our problems on them. That's just how it works. So understanding boundaries is a great thing. Most of us are empaths, sponges, welcome to being human. We judge the heck out of everything. We don't realize that, let's borrow from Ted Lasso, events are happening for us, not to us. Everything is a lesson technically, but it sucks sometimes. You get into a car wreck, the girlfriend, the boyfriend breaks up with you, whatever it is, the cousin, you lose a relative. I mean, that's one of the worst. Then you're tied up and spinning for 30 years, 40 years. You're mean to people. And you don't mean to be, but you are. And that's the way it goes. You're stuck, shut tight like an oyster. Welcome to being human. I lost my dad in 1970 when I was 2. I lost my mom as I was turning 23. Supposedly that was for my benefit to be able to do this job, to help people open up as a group, individually, to connect with the universe, to receive all with a capital A. That's any answers, get waves of light passing through you, ask for hugs, let those hugs become healing, meet an angel named Heather who makes hearts in her photos. Go to my website and look at all the hearts that she made in photographs. Charlotte is your favorite school teacher from childhood with words meant to help you expand. If you like ancient Egypt, think of her. She might have brought compassion to the Egyptians. I'll put her photograph up. That dog is Joy, named after the angel named Joy. Put your hand up, feel what you can feel. Don't judge. Breathe through your mouth. Ask angels to make it nice. Hey, angels, get me out of my head, into my heart, make it nice. Feel vibe on your hands. Meanwhile, let her photograph. Let's juggle 6 balls at once. Ask for a floral scent. Let her photograph pulse or move or see a face so that there's something happening there. Your ego, your psyche, can only block 1 or 2 of these balls we're juggling. Ask for an ancient Egypt incense to come in. Your ego is like a little biplane crop duster from 1940 out of an Alfred Hitchcock movie with a half tank of petrol. It can stick around for 5 to 10 minutes, but it doesn't like the concept of a lot of love. So it's going to go back to the hangar and let you be free for a little bit. Your heart is like an Olympic athlete who won a lot of golds. You already know what to do. Ask her a question. Hey, Charlotte, do it in the privacy of your heart. Don't get caught at a supermarket tomorrow talking to her. Hey, Charlotte, what do I need to know in life right now? Here, breathe, relax if you're worried about this. Here, what you need to do next week for the conference if you're already off to the races and believe in angels. Look, angels exist. Trust that this is so. Your answers and more will come. And then ask for a hug, get a whoosh down your back at the same time, and even see a little blue ball of light, blue sparkles, blue flecks of light, blue something. Close your eyes and see blue on your eyelids, see a beach scene. Your brain is like missile command. Your cities are going to get obliterated. If anybody remembers the 1970s, 1980s video game, you can't keep up. All the missiles coming in, you try to block them, block them, block them. That's the ego's job. Eventually, the game picks up in speed. You're going to lose. So in the end, ego wants to protect you from more love, more expansion, more vulnerability. Ego's afraid to be in the unknown. Welcome to being human. Everyone's got one. Thinking's not going away. If you just did 7% less thinking, speaking of the Olympics, 7% less thinking daily is the Olympic gold medal, according to her, for all of us. 7% less thinking. Get a calculator out. I'll do it. I've done this like 5 times. I can never remember the answer, but 24 hours. So 24 times 0.07 equals 0.14. See if I got that right. I probably didn't do it right. Anyhow, 7%. Let's do 10%. Let's pretend you're really good at this. 10% would be 2.4 hours. So take off 1/3 of that. So probably about 1.9 hours, almost 2 hours a day of less thinking. Go for a walk, read a book, cook, be in your heart, sing, hum, take a shower, swim, exercise, but don't be thinking about your work. Try to find ways to drop into your heart to connect with all there is. You're already there. I'm probably running out of time, so I better start wrapping this up, but let's do a recap. You can meet Native American chiefs, figures from India, galactic figures. You can have any answer to any question for anything. Why wouldn't you for that reason alone? But we're not very curious. In fact, we're a species that's not as savvy as deer, not as savvy as horses, apes, monkeys. Fish know what they're doing. The consciousness of horses, holy cow. Tune into these shows. We've got 164 in the books. Episode 102 just came out. I think it was today, with a doctor who does refugee camps or assistance globally all over the place, whether it's tsunami, war, famine, earthquake, and so on. But we have all walks of life from probably 20 plus countries sharing their experiences, oftentimes angel encounters or UFO encounters or near-death experiences. It's heartfelt, but what's wild is all but 2 or 3 guests have taken steps at least off camera or after the show, before or after the show, and then quite often during the show. And what is awesome for YouTube is if you stick towards the end of the show is when all the action happens. People don't realize that at all. You can take the same steps that they're taking. You have as much talent as name the most famous psychic there ever was. This is basic listening, basic feeling, basic seeing. All languages spoken, get any answers to any questions. And once you've owned it solo, do it with your soccer club, your soccer team. You can do joint listening. I haven't done Pele yet, but you can meet Elvis, Debbie Ford, Mother Teresa, Ananda Mayama, tons of figures, Ram Dass. I mispronounce everything. You can meet Enrico Caruso, if you know that opera singer from the first part of last century. He just came in the other day. These are all unconditional love figures here to help, but you have to be at least 1% of 1% here and curious. You have to be sometimes in a pickle, a pinch, a bind, and a real drama-rama situation to be willing to get out of what you think you know, to again want to expand. The scariest thing in the world is to be here to do a little bit more love and expansion in the moment. Trust that more of your moments can be the same love and that you can walk a smoother path. Let the universe come in and do its job, and then you'll be pleasantly surprised. You'll learn how your energy flows work, and you can begin to choose love more over thinking. And that would be the biggest lesson for mankind right now. I'll leave with this one thought. I once asked an angel not who killed Kennedy or about climate change. Well, I asked about climate change once, and an angel said it's not up to humans to fix anything. That's not our bailiwick. All of us are responsible for our own energy pollution. Wasting energy is thinking. It's a total waste of energy. Again, thinking about walking the dog is not walking the dog. But you can be happy now in this very moment for no reason whatsoever. I did have a thought that I just lost on that, but you have no limits. You can ask anything, get any answers. Ask for angels to come into your dream time. Ask for synchronicity, serendipity to happen. Ask to see a little ball of light once in a while. Whenever you're sort of relaxed, brushing your teeth, you might get to this tiniest little ball of light right here, and see what happens. Meanwhile, I've got a little book, Listening to Angels, $7.99 on Amazon. It was twice #2 in the category of angels. So a #2 bestseller twice. I don't think there's anybody who can claim being #2 twice on Amazon. That was kind of cool. It's got a review from Anita Morjani. Big shout out to her for being so bold and brave to do that. Again, the guests on the show are fantastic. For angels, positivity, and love, you're probably on the channel now. I can't express enough. If you hit that thumbs up button, it doesn't cost you anything. It took me a while to learn how to do that. But if you could just hit the thumbs up on it, or put a little comment in plus the thumbs up, or even share it somehow, whoa. We've had almost 500,000 visitors to the channel, and it's a super shy crowd. That's okay. I get it. But if you want, anytime you've got an angel photo up, if I hold an angel photo up like Joy, close your eyes. The stove buzzer hasn't gone off yet. Close your eyes, see pink light on your eyelids, catch flower smell. Ask her a question if she's there, and you should hear, duh. Do it your way. Go spend $3 and get her photo. If you only had one angel to get, it's her. She's a constant. She's a really big angel. And when Big Mary said, love is everywhere, open your eyes to find love, you're almost referring to Joy. She's a couple notches higher and bigger than love. She's the sparkle and essence of everything. She's your ambassador communicator who's here to help you let go and enjoy a smoother path in life, to have more fun. It doesn't mean there isn't ebbs and flows. That's what it's about here in Earth School. There's always going to be a few ebbs and flows, but the real rub on this is, what will you allow for? I'll end how I began. You can be happy now in this very moment for no reason whatsoever. Good luck with that. This is Michael André Ford. I teach about the universe and everything that the universe provides. Meet an Arcturian, meet a Pleiadian, meet a Lyran, meet a light being who's named Grace, who's enthusiasm, meet Zoroaster, meet Buddha, Muhammad, Jesus, Mary, meet Marcus Aurelius, Debbie Ford, meet 150 different angels, meet your own guardian angel, meet your own angel team, reunite with your Passover pet, close your eyes and go surfing in Hawaii. You don't need to know how to swim or surf. You sit like this. It's interdimensional. 5 minutes of our time is 10 minutes over there. And while you're doing good surfing, you can get your next book idea. This is a mic. I just dropped the mic and my buzzer went off. Take care. Thank you.